What's going on, boys? Welcome back inside of Moco. Today I want to go through a few things in game and one thing from the personal YouTube side of Moco that you may not have heard of. Let's start off with the obvious. I've just completed, or I should say unlocked, my horn bow, which is pretty exciting. Although it was my least favorite of the three weapons for unlock. It was first I like the fancy wrench, then the bloodsucker, then right here the horn bow. So we got the unlock done, but something that I do like over here, something that I do want to engage in are these cosmetics, right? These things look really good. Now, the funny thing is, I actually didn't love the cosmetics from the bloodsucker, but I did love it here from the horn bow. So we have a couple of things unlocked. You have this cosmetic here, which is okay. I really do like this headpiece though, which is the reason why we are gonna unlock the premium version. This one's a little less expensive than some of the others with a $7 price tag, but I need to remind all of you, before you buy anything inside of Moco or any Supercell game, head on over to the shop, slide on down to the bottom to Mo Gold Packs, and throw in code ECHO. This directly supports me as a creator, so I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. Plus, it invites you to my exclusive chat inside of Moco, where only people that use code ECHO can stay. So join us, guys, and thanks for using the code. It's actually funny because cosmetics are so subjective. Look at the difference in price. It's $11 for the bloodsucker one, and it's $7 for the hornbow one. Now, when we take a look, the ride isn't anything crazy. The cosmetic is cool. The weapon cosmetic, in my opinion, was just a little bit of a different color. It didn't change anything drastically, and I don't love the headwear, where over here, I like the ride better, I like the cosmetic better, so I'm just gonna go in. Now, you get 5 things over here, while you also get 5 things over here, but one of them here is a spray. You don't get a spray over here, so I don't know. I just like this one better, so this is the one that I'm picking up. And there we are, all set, unlocked. Now, I have not unlocked everything yet, right? We haven't yet gotten ourselves the, let's go here. We haven't gotten ourselves, wait, did it claim it? No, that's the wrench one. Let's get in here. Here we go. We can claim the headpiece, which is nice, very good. We can claim the body piece, which is decent, very good. And we can claim this little gesture, which is not bad either. I actually kind of like that one, although I'm not going to use it because I like better the other. I'm looking forward to this though. That's sweet looking. Plus, on top of that, the ride, transparently, my youngest son, Brody, he's 10. He absolutely loves this Lambra. So I knew I had to get the new cosmetic for it. So that's going to be a thing as well. So now that that's unlocked, we can talk about some other things. First of which is today's objective, today's tasks. And as you could see, this was me running through this morning. It was a smaller map. I absolutely love these smaller maps, which is strange, right? You would think that I or many people would like large maps, more exploration and all that. But here, the smaller maps just bring players closer together. You have more enemies and tighter spaces. I just think it's a lot of fun playing on these smaller maps. Now, you also get your objectives done more quickly, which means for the day, you probably have less gameplay time inside of the game. But the time that's spent inside of the game, in my personal opinion, is more enjoyable than on larger maps where I'm looking forever to kind of get my beacons because they're so spread out, where I'm going in areas of the map trying to find mobs of people. I'm just doing a lot more running around and a lot less fighting. Where on these smaller maps, I'm doing a lot more fighting and it's just more enjoyable. So this is something that I think is actually a huge win with these small maps. You guys could let me know down below if you enjoy the small maps as well, or if you prefer a map that's a lot larger. By the way, these ice blocks are extremely annoying. Now, I did mention that I want to talk to you guys about something that is YouTube related, relating to Moco, and that is regarding our boy Gaz. Gaz is someone that I met in person when I went out to Finland over in November when we were there talking about Moco. He's since started another YouTube channel that's gotten over 250,000 subscribers. It is not gaming content. It's actually very different content, and he keeps it kind of secret. Either way, that's been successful. He's gotten himself his button from that channel. But he voiced interest in doing something brand new, not in gaming, that he'll start in September. I'm telling you all this because he was one of the core creators for moco. And I think if you haven't go checked out his retiring video, you go check it out. You give him bid him some adieu in the comments section and let him know that you appreciate his time inside of the game. If you did, I know that I'm personally going to miss him. I was looking forward to sharing another pint with him if we were to ever meet again at another moco event or any Supercell event. Who knows what the future will bring, but really appreciate my time with him when we were out there. As well as with Expectation, who is still creating content, and with Kairos, who's doing Brawl Stars, of course. So, where we stand, we lost a creator, which was sad, and this small game mode is very cool. Also, the rewards are great. I mean, as you're about to end and you leave on these smaller maps, the rewards that you get are just fruitful. There's so many, so quickly. This was a 15-minute recording of me playing. So in 15 minutes, I finished 95% of everything. There was one job I didn't finish. We got our daily goal. That's our 32nd day in a row of daily goal. There was no extra bonus, but we got some good growth right there just from that. And we progressed our perk pass as well. So it's time that we equip our horn bow so we can at least see what it looks like in hand. And what I typically do when I'm using a weapon that I'm not sure of yet, I go with the worst of all of these cores, just because I know that I can increase what was it? I can put better ones in later on if I want to, but I put something in there. So here we got our horn bow, and we're actually wearing the outfit that just came from the pass as well. So I don't love the outfit. I do really like the helmet. If we take a look over here, you get a better look at what that actually looks like. The ride we have not yet uncovered, and we have also not yet, we will tomorrow, gotten the skin, the cosmetic for the weapon itself. But this does look really cool, and I actually like to have right now, something that I do inside of wardrobe is I keep a 9th slot to check out the new stuff that I get, right? Because we have all of our slots of ones that we actually use. That this by far is probably my favorite cosmetic lately. But I have all my slots of ones that I use. And then when I get new stuff, I never would try them out, right? So now slot number 9 is basically the slot that I just throw stuff on. And we did just get a new emote as well. Oh yeah, we picked up that emote right there, which I am not going to be using. But there was something else in the shop that I quite liked. I was running some gameplay this morning with a couple of other players, and while in there, I noticed that they were wearing this. This right here, this legendary hat, it utilizes our elite merch tokens. I have not spent any elite merch tokens because, well, they're rare and I don't want to spend them on something that I don't really like. But this helm looked very, very good. Rotback the Wicked Grass Fang. It's also a legendary piece of headgear, which will help your collector score as well. 35 tokens for that. Yeah, we want to buy that. This is now taking me up to collector level 17. By the way, what collector level are you? Done. Let's actually go try this on. So I'm going to my wardrobe. I'm going to my spot number 9, and we're going to check out this helm. I'm telling you, this thing just looks great. It really is a good looking helm. So I'm going to wear that, and we have to find a body that goes well alongside. Maybe that right there actually looks good. How about this one? Oh, that's the one I'm wearing before. I like this one, actually. It's got the golden color that kind of matches. It looks good. How about this one? Nope, not that one. We're just doing this live right here, trying to find what's best. Nope. Oh, what about this? No, it's gotta be this one. If I can find it again, right there. That's the one. That's the one right there. That looks just awesome. That's going to be our style 9. That's what we'll be rocking right now. That's what we'll keep in the profile. And by the way, did you know, this is something that I actually just realized, and me being someone that's, you know, all into the game and stuff, I just realized that the first item that you put in, the first badge that you actually have on your list of all of your badges, that is the badge that shows if you go and like do other events. Like if I view this guy's, no, it doesn't, that's a bad example. if you're doing an activity with someone. So if I come in here, and if I want to go in here, and if I want to look at a team, if I look at this person, it doesn't show here either. Essentially what I'm trying to say is when you're looking at someone's account, the first badge is the badge that shows from your account. I have my collector level there. It's not the coolest looking badge, but out of the badges, it's the one that gives the most information about my account. What badge do you have there? Do you put something on there that just looks cool? Or do you go ahead and go with something that actually has some meaning to it or some extra meaning? Use code ECHO. Let me know where you are. What's your favorite weapon from this season? And remember to go say goodbye to Gaz.